Good afternoon. This is the Mayor's COVID-19 update for March 27th. I'd like to discuss a few items with the citizens of Brockton today. Firstly, I'd like to discuss the tax relief that we have put in place. The Municipality of Brockton has announced financial measures to help ease the economic impact of COVID-19 to our taxpayers. So between March 31st and May 29th, those two tax bills, the municipality will waive the penalty and interest charges incurring on unpaid balances for April, May, and June for the two interim property tax payments. So that's April, May, June. 90 days, we will waive the penalty and interest. The original due dates of March 31st and May 29th still apply. If a resident chooses not to pay their tax bill due to financial hardship, no penalty or interest will be charged from March 31st to June 30th. So that's 90 days. If somebody does not meet that requirement and pays in July, then the interest and penalty will be applied. But there is a 90-day grace period which we are giving our citizens who are facing financial hardship from the COVID-19. If you need further information on the taxes, you can visit our website, brockton.ca/COVID-19, where there's lots of information on the taxes. We've explained it. Or you could call the municipal office at 881-2223 if you need information on changing mortgage payments or pre-approved plans. So please do that next week. Secondly, I'd like to discuss recycling. We had a little glitch in our recycling program, and we asked people to hold on to the recycling. Our Director of Operations has worked very hard to find some alternative solutions because I believe recycling is an essential service. We need to keep it going. So we have some solutions. We need to look at the different prices for each solution, and we're going to make a decision next week. But the following week, we hope to resume recycling. But for next week, please hold on to your recyclables. Don't put them in the garbage. And we have a solution. We will resume recycling and keep things on a steady track on that front. So thank you very much for your cooperation. I've been in regular contact with Dr. Era of the Health Unit with the mayors of Bruce County, and we have a weekly session where we ask questions. And the number of cases, although they continue to be low, Dr. Era has told me that this is very similar to a flu. Flu season lasts 3-4 months. So we need to be very vigilant with this. We're not through this period, the low number of cases. There's no room for complacency. Everybody needs to practice the social distancing and make sure that they take measures when they're out in public. If they're shopping, for example, to stay away from people, keep 6 feet apart, because we all need to do our part to stop the spread of COVID-19. Another meeting that I was a part of this week was with the 4 mayors who represent the communities that are part of the South Bruce Grey Health Center. And the mayors had some very good questions for CAO Michael Barrett. We were quite concerned about, is the hospital, the 4 hospitals, ready to respond to COVID-19? And Mr. Barrett did assure us that they've reduced the number of people in the hospitals to prepare for COVID-19, and the staff are busily waiting for if and when this pandemic breaks out. So we are very assured by that. A particular question I had as the mayor serving Brockton was, what is the center doing to prepare our birthing center? We have 500 births a year at our birthing center, and it's very important to the women in our community who are pregnant to know that that center will be there for them. And Mr. Barrett had answers to all the questions on staffing. They've got lots of backup plans for the staff, and there'll be some announcements this week about staffing plans at the hospital. That's not my place to make, but I was very assured by the hospital's plans to keep the birthing center open during the COVID-19 pandemic. We have great physician leadership in our community at all 4 hospitals, and I know the physicians at the local sites are preparing plans. I encourage you to do your part to help our frontline healthcare providers to prevent the spread of COVID-19. You may have received an alert early today on your cell phone. The province of Ontario sent out an Amber Alert telling travelers to isolate for 14 days because we have had some problems. We can thank the 5 mayors up on the coast of Bruce County. They really pushed for this because they've had a lot of snowbirds coming back, opening up their cottages and going shopping in the grocery stores, and they were quite concerned about that. So the mayors pushed the health unit doctor, they pushed the province to crack down on returning snowbirds who are not self-isolating. So if you know of any who are not doing that, any snowbirds in your community, you can call the health unit and report them. So I encourage all residents to spend time at home this weekend with their families, and thank you for your cooperation.